Want to do a cigar humidor tour, just show you what's up with my cigar collection, I guess you can call it. It's definitely been downsized. When I got in cigars, there were so many different ones, I wanted to try, and haven't actually purchased or traded for anything in a really long time. Most of the stuff was traded or bartered for. I rarely spend money on cigars, but I've accumulated a bunch of these in different types of trades, and this is what I have. This is one of the display humidors from cheaphumidors.com. I love using them for a dealer for humidors. It's pretty much the same stuff you're going to get everywhere. It's all manufactured in the same areas. It's just different dealers sell it for different prices, and they happen to have great prices. So I actually have a couple humidors here, and the one I use all the way on the right, that was my first one I ever had. I actually just keep my pipes in there now. The middle one, I keep some cheaper cigars, which I actually just checked today, and the humidity was way low. So those are pretty dry right now and sad looking. Maybe we'll take a peek at those too. But this is the one I'm always focused on. This is the one with my favorite cigars in it. And most of this stuff was traded for or bartered for. I rarely ever buy cigars. Just I don't have them often, and when I do, I like a really nice cigar. And generally speaking, I like to try something new. So you can't really afford it to go out and to buy all these crazy expensive cigars all the time. So just once in a while, it's nice to have a good one. So I'll just trade for them. I don't actually buy them. But anyway, we're going to take a peek in here. I'll show you each shelf and just give you a quick once over and tell you what the deal is. Right now the humidity is perfect. I don't always trust these hygrometers though. Let me zoom in on this one. Show you what this one's saying compared to the electric that I keep inside. Right now this is saying I'm at about, let's see, 66, 67, somewhere in that range. But as soon as I open this up, I'll show you the electric one that I use because I trust that way more. So this does lock. Not that it matters. No one's gonna come in here and open my door anyway. Here we go. The actual humidity in here is 72 right now. There's 69 degrees in there, 72. There we go. And obviously dropping as we open the door up. So that's the deal with that. I do highly recommend getting yourself an electric hygrometer for your humidors. These, analog ones, manual ones, whatever they are, they're okay. I mean, you get them free with the humidors. I mean, it's a good reference, but nothing's going to be as accurate as those digital ones. So anyway, you can see the shelves in here. You can rearrange this any way you want. There's different pegs. All right, so you can, put these up and down. I have it just so that they're canted, so when you're walking by, you can kind of take a look at them. So let me bring this camera down a little bit and show you what we got. All right, so starting from the left, I have three Torpedo Padrone 1964 Anniversary Series. The 64 Padrones are probably my favorite. Just a fantastic stick. I mean, if you're sitting around, if I got, an hour and a half, hour and 45 minutes that I want to kill and really enjoy it, then that's what I would grab. So they've been sitting here aging for probably, I don't know, 6 months, 8 months, something like that. But anyway, in the middle, I have a Padrone 2000. I also have a Cuban Cohiba. And I have the Olivia Grand Maduro. So that's pretty much it for the first shelf here. I'll put that back. Alright, next shelf here, all the way to the left, we're looking at a, let me bring it in close so you can see it, Romeo y Julieta Reserva Real, then a Romeo y Julieta Medallis de Oro. I've had a couple Romeo y Julieta cigars, neither one of these styles. They're pretty good, pretty run-of-the-mill. As far as like my favorite brands, I would definitely say Padrone is my #1 favorite brand. Rocky Patel is definitely up there. Perdomo makes some really good stuff. Some of the top brands that you know of. I mean, like I said, I don't have it often, and when I do, I try to have something that's kind of premium. Davidoff makes some really good sticks as well. There's a lot of offshoot companies that aren't really expensive that make fantastic cigars, but I have yet to try all of them. Obviously, I never will. There's just too many cool cigars out there and really good quality cigars for a cheap price. So I kind of stick with some of the mainstream, stuff for the most part. Also, I have 4 Rocky Patel Decades in here. Also a really awesome cigar. The Perdomo Lot 23, Park Avenue, 44, and the Rocky Patel Connecticut. So The other two that are in here that I didn't mention are these Fleur de Gerard sticks, and those are right here. And these came from the Cajun Blaze. He sent me 3 of them. I enjoyed one of them. I actually have the review video footage. I don't know if I ever actually showed it, but what an awesome stick. And that's the only one place you can get those, and it stinks that they're not actually anywhere near me. So I'm gonna have to try to get more of those in the future, but I'm kind of saving these for a special occasion. But really, really awesome stick. So I'll put that shelf back and show you what else I got. Alright, the bottom here, and you see those giants on the bottom. Those are 3 Padrone Magnums. That's a 9x50 stick. I did a review on those before. Pretty awesome cigar, just, I mean, comically large. No one needs a 9-inch stick, but you know, whatever. It's actually a really good cigar though, and it really wasn't as a powerhouse like I thought it might be. Then the 2 smaller ones there are 262 Paradigms. Those were a gift. I have not yet tried those. Heard good things about it though. Then the huge Casablanca, again, comically large. I don't know if you can really tell from this, but I mean, this is a huge stick. Look at next to my hand here. Probably like a 62 on the ring gauge, and who knows, another 9.5, 10 inches, something like that overall. We have 2 Gurkha Ninjas here, and then a Rocky Patel 99 Vintage, Connecticut. Now on the very bottom in there, just zoom in a little bit, give you some of my favorite things. Let me put this shelf down for a second. Alright, on the left, the Prince Island. I already did a video of these. I only have 2 of these left, but awesome little cigarillos. And 1 Maduro and 1 Connecticut. And then I have 2 Cuban Monte Cristos. These are one of my favorite cigars. It's obviously the whole concept of it being a real Cuban. It makes it really awesome. Is it the best tasting cigar in the world? No. I've had some Cubans that were really good, but I think, from my experience, the Padrone 1964 cigar is even better than any Cuban that I've ever had, but they're still really good. I mean, they're world renowned for a reason. But here's a Monte Cristo version. Show you the band there. Get that to focus. And of course, there's tons and tons of fakes out there. I can only assume that the ones I have are in fact genuine, because they were from trades. Never been to Cuba before. But I have another Cohiba, Habana Cuba. I also have a Kahlua. I don't make these anymore. It's my only infused cigar in this Humidor. I'm not worried about flavors or scents transferring over. Some people freak out about that, but I can care less. I've never had that problem before. But the Kahlua is a really awesome stick. And then another small pack of Cohibas, some Cubans. So that's pretty much it for this Humidor. I'll show you what I got in the other one. Let me just put this back here. But yeah, definitely get an electric hygrometer if you guys don't have one already. It's a world of a difference to really make sure you can fine tune and dial in all of your humidors. Alright, so move this stuff out of the way. This humidor I don't use very often. I actually put some of the cheaper stuff in here, and some of the stuff that, if I'm going to have one more often, I don't want something special, I usually grab it from here. Some of the stuff that's on top, just loose sticks I got in samplers, I've had for a long time. So, an array of different sticks, and some of them are even cracked from getting too dry. Like this Perdomo, I have another lot 23, and that wrapper is no good, so that one's probably going to have to be tossed. But unfortunately, yeah, I let this dry up too much. So just a little mix and match of different sticks. This, if nothing else, this is almost more like display. I probably only enjoy a couple of these cigars. Some of them are too far gone anyway. What I have in here, though, I do have, and I have quite a bit. I have some seconds, some Dominican Republic sticks. These are factory seconds. These actually are really good. I got them super cheap. It was a bundle of 50 originally, but really awesome flavor profile. No idea what it was supposed to be, because obviously they're not banded or anything. Then I have a bunch of Rosa de Cubas left. One of my favorite small, cigarillo style cigars. These are awesome. Rosa de Cuba Angels is the size. And then I have a bunch of Colt cigars. These have kind of an herbal flavoring overall, which is really unique. But another fantastic stick. So as far as, you know, cheap ones go. So that's pretty much the deal with that. That's my current cigar collection, if you will. It's something that's always going to be growing and changing. Just depends. You know, I do occasionally trade for cigars. I haven't done anything like that in a long time. But that's how I acquired all these. I mean, out of all these cigars, I think the only ones I actually purchased were there was one Romeo y Julieta, which I already smoked, which I bought straight up. Just went to the smoke shop, wanted to try something new, tried it, liked it. I think I paid like $4.99 for the stick. And then the Rocky Patel Decades I actually bought. And I think I bought 7 of them. And out of the 7, the 4 you saw were the ones I have left. Enjoyed all of them. There was a really, really good cigar. But pretty much everything else, like I said, just bartered and traded for. But as far as recommending cigars, occasionally someone will send a message and say, hey, you know, some kind of, you know, celebration coming up, birthday, had a kid, something like that. You know, I'm looking for a cigar. What do you suggest for someone who's new? I don't know. Pretty much any of the big brands you can't go wrong with. Rocky Patel, again, Padrone, Perdomo. There's so many really good brands out there. Trying to think about another one that I really like. Actually, you know what I don't have here that's a great stick is the Bradley. Bradley Family Reserve was a really, really good stick. Actually, I think it might have been one of the, you know, cigars of the year in some magazine or something like that. But that's one I don't have any more left. I think I had 2 of them, and they were fantastic. But, you know, if you walk into a cigar shop, you walk in Humidor or something, and, you know, you see stuff from Rocky Patel or Padrone or some of these other big hitters, these names, they're, you know, you look at the prices and, I don't know, $6, $7, $8 a stick, $15 a stick, $20 a stick. If you're paying probably $10 to $20 for one cigar, it's probably going to be a good cigar. It's like everything else. I mean, if you're going to pay a little more money for it, there's a really good chance it's going to be good. You may want something cheaper, you know, something infused, you know, and that's what I actually recommended recently to someone is that, hey, if you never smoked a cigar before and you don't really know, you know, different flavor profiles, or you haven't experienced that whole experience overall, and you're not really a smoker, you may want to try something that's flavored, you know, like the Drew Estates Javas. You know, it's a really good infused cigar, you know, to start with. And if you like that experience, maybe you want to go with something, you know, a little bit higher quality and get a natural flavor from the cigar, you know. But, you know, everyone's got different opinions on things. This is just a video showing you what I got and what I like. And, you know, knowing a bunch about cigars now, but not being an expert. I'm not an expert in anything. I have tons of hobbies, and I know lots of stuff about lots of stuff, but I'm an expert in nothing. And as far as the cigar scene goes, you know, I start off with, you know, you hear, hey, this is a great cigar. So what do? You go out and you try it, and you form an opinion. Did you enjoy it? Did you not enjoy it? And generally speaking, like I said, these big hitters, these big companies, these big names, they produce good cigars, you know, and they're known for their name because there's a reason before it. So, you know, as far as the flavors, that's so totally subjective to what you may like. But when you go with something like a Padrone or something like a Rocky Patel, you're going to experience a well-crafted cigar. So you're not going to have burn problems. You're not going to have funky flavors. You're not going to have, you know, cigars that are falling apart on you. So at least you can bank on that. As far as what it tastes like, you may or may not like it. Everyone's different. But anyway, just want to do a cigar humidor tour. So hopefully you guys liked the video. And thank you very much for watching. And of course, in the comments, you let me know what your favorite cigar is. And I'm sure everyone else would love to read those and, you know, add their opinion. So thanks again, guys. Hope you have a great day, and I'll see you soon. Take care.